What's up, everybody? This is the Uncanny Omar with
Astonishing Melanie, and welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. And I was just waiting for him because he had his fingers pointed.
I was getting the finger guns going like in the 80s and 90s. Kids don't do that these days anymore. How is everybody doing? He is late 2 days in a...
Wow, he had to fix the camera from the AMA.
Yeah, Lionheart, buddy.
Last night, which was really fun. Ask Me Anything, Tina and Maddie joined us. TikTok Tina and Wonder Maddie, excuse me.
And it was probably one of the most relaxing AMAs for me because I didn't have to answer all the questions. It was nice that somebody else got to. You still do finger guns? You do finer guns. Okay, FedEx, finer guns. They're fine and dandy.
Thank you, Kane Senpai, with your 2001 Odyssey How eyeball thingy. My brother-in-law drew this.
Yep, my brother's an amazing artist.
A present of me and Alicia and Lydia.
Dressed up as the Sailor Scouts. Or actually, the original Sailor Scouts. Monster Deluxe 2 edition showed up this week. And the artwork is gorgeous. Yes. Is it still as dialogue heavy? I just got mine in yesterday. I haven't cracked it open. Oh my gosh. My reading. Woo! So for people that have asked me, hey, when are you going to do an overview of this hardcover, this monsters or deluxe edition? Those will come, I swear. It's just that I'm trying to catch up with everything and then trying to plan for the last week of the month and working with other content creators. So I promise they will come, and it's not that I'm ignoring people's requests. It's just that I have to sometimes prioritize. So you may see some deluxe edition show up on my haul videos. Yeah, I spelled Melanie wrong. That's okay. That's okay. Morning, Hamza. How are you, brother? Rahul's here. Marvel Bad, my buddy. How's it going, brother?
Good morning/noon.
Noon. It is.
Oh, gotta go out to see Avatar.
Yeah, Amanda and I were trying to plan that next Friday so we can review it too, because I'm excited for it. Mr. Tax coming in strong. Atit's here. What's up, my brother? And petitioning for Inhumans for Geo and Inhumans Omnibus.
Got him. Yeah, I spilled my coffee in the car seat like 5 minutes ago.
This is the only day I let myself have caffeine. I'm trying to cut down on caffeine. Hey, guys, any chance of a Justice League? That one right there, baby.
Lionheart, good. I'm glad that you did. And here we go. Nope. I think your mouse needs like new batteries or something. Where is it?
My wife needs new batteries, maybe. Hey, guys, any chance of a Justice League Dark by James Tynion coming out soon? We have a Justice League Dark Volume 2 that was in the catalog, not officially solicited, so we don't know yet. Omar, what are your thoughts on the Friday the 13th movie? Look at my man coming in strong with these questions. Deadshot. Hit and miss. The first one is a cult classic, of course. I wasn't the biggest fan of the second one, even though it introduced the character. The third one, I liked it because it was 3D and hokey. The first one had Kevin Bacon. My favorite ones, though, are the ones that people probably don't like. I like 6. I like 7 because 2 reasons. One, he's fighting a telekinetic. He's fighting somebody that can use her mind to move things around. That's awesome. And on top of that, Susan Blue she's starring in that. And if you know anything about voice actors, Susan Blue is the voice actress of RC from Transformers, who's hardly been in any live action shows, but she plays the mom in Friday the 13th, 7. And I like Jason X, where he goes to space. It's so stupid, but it worked for me. Oh my gosh, they try to put in so many movie tropes in there, including The Matrix. You like Part 6? Yeah, Part 6 was awesome because it was like the ending of that, what is his name? Tommy trilogy, I guess, that started with, it would be 4. Well, yeah, 5 was rough. My birthday's in September. All I want to spend the day with is Omar and Melanie in Orlando comic shop, hopping and play Magic. Now, Chris, that sounds like a heck of a day, buddy.
Uncanny X-Men Omni Volume 2 reprint coming?
I haven't heard about that one. I know that a Volume 1 is coming. The restock.
I did not watch Toro's Pinocchio.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to. How to make comics great again. People go and start buying them. That would be good. Get kids to read them. The important thing is to get the kids to read comics because that is the next generation. Us old guys, we're always going to be reading comics. The next generation has to keep that tradition alive. And I try to do my part by donating to schools and libraries and getting my kids to read. And when their little friends come over, I'm always like, you like comics? And they're like, I like manga. And I'm like, okay, I can hook you up with some manga, but you're going to get some Spider-Man too.
You love manga as well.
I know,
what does that even
but
mean?
none of, well, no, one of them does like comics. So
I have lots of comics in my classroom, and a couple of kids have checked them out. And during free reading, like they grab them. One time, a kid just kept reading it, and I let him read it. I didn't say anything. He wasn't doing the assignment, so that was good. Greetings from Western Australia. Oh, it's Saturday night. That means smash the like button because you're from Australia as well. Hi, Jaggernaut.
What's up, Jaggernaut? How are you, brother?
One rule of the Friday 13 franchise.
Part 9. Oh, God. Even the way they brought Jason back in that one, awful. Greetings from Canada, Omar and Melanie. Any chance of a Starman Compendium 2 overview? Yes, but I will be honest, probably not until January, just because there's so many books coming out this time of the year. And then this time of the year, I always do like the best stuff. So you'll be seeing a lot of top 10 lists coming out in the last week of December. Reading is exercise for the brain. Beautifully spoken. Phantom Stranger Omnibus. Let's hope it actually shows up this time. Happy holidays to you both. Thank you, my brother.
You too.
Thank you. Yeah, we got 2 more weeks of December left, right? Of the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, we'll be doing this, and the 31st, which is New Year's Eve. We'll be here with you, fine folks.
We're doing one Christmas Eve
in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It's the 24th. We did one Christmas last year.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
We haven't talked about it.
It's
family meeting.
Like Christmas break, I get really confused. I forgot it was cousin's Christmas today. Like I need a schedule.
How'd you surprise her, man? Happy birthday, my brother. 80.
Oh,
that's a milestone. That's a milestone.
And
take care of your mama.
Omar took a picture of the schedule of the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, I did. Because I was like,
Big Stu, is he in the chat?
Big Stu comes in at the last 5 minutes. What's going on this week, Omar?
Let's see. So Adam has a question. Do you think they should add Superman Kryptonite to the Absolute Superman for all seasons to get all of Tim Sale's Superman in one place?
I'm honestly surprised it didn't show up there, but they just no, they didn't do that. I was gonna say they did a gallery edition, but no, they did not. So I don't know. At this point, we're lucky to even get that, and I guess I could ask to the email that never replies back if they could. What's up, Zorf? Hi, Omar. If all of Wolverine 80s and 90s series is omnisized, is there a point you would stop enjoying them? I might stop when Eric Larson's run starts. Wolverine is ups and downs, man. Honestly, if I was serious, when I stopped collecting comics or reading them too, was the no-nos years, and that's after issue 100. That was even Larry Hama, who was writing the best Wolverine comics, also happened to write some of the worst times of Wolverine, because I stopped reading during Onslaught. I don't know if you remember when I've shared that before. So if I was being serious with myself, yeah, I would stop there. Wolverine Origins with what's his face, Daniel Way. That's pretty awful.
Torsten, I can't show your comment, but that's funny.
Will I get them? Absolutely.
About Chalupa. That's from the AMA last night. Your channel's probably gotten a lot of people into comics over the years. Smiley face. I probably wouldn't be as into it without YouTube creators.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, man. I'm glad that people are reading. What's up, Shonda Sook? Hello, Omar. When can we expect the best of the year video? Actually, I have the schedule. So let's see. The 27th of December will be that will be a big collab video. That's everybody that actually replied back or got back to us and made a video. YouTube creators. That's one where I can sit back and listen to everybody talk about their favorite book of the year, their favorite reads of the year. Some of them snuck in a couple more than just one, which is cool. The 28th will be that's on a Tuesday. The 28th will be my favorite reads of, or no, my favorite collected editions of the year. Those are the books that came out this year, that presentation, the overall, just how beautiful those books look. The 29th is my top 10 reads of the year, whether they came out this year or not. And the 30th is the upcoming collected editions for January. So, oh my gosh, that last week is going to kill me.
Rodimus Prime, yes, it's available on Patreon.
Oh yeah,
to rewatch.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your wife is feeling better, dude. I'm so sorry.
And Hamza's birthday is next week.
Oh, okay. Like next Saturday. You better remind me, Hamza.
And Josh, thank you for messaging me. I was going to message you this morning first, and he was messaging about watching the AMA, and yeah, bang. Ballad Last Tiger, his comic. Bang's a redhead, and I'm not jealous of her, and I like her.
You haven't gotten to know. You haven't gotten to know her man. It's when they get a man that you get jealous.
Oh, Bang's not gonna get a man, is she? Is she?
Hello, Omar. Can we have a quick peek at the Kang book in the thumbnail? It's if it's handy. It is.
Josh, just normal Christmas stuff.
Where did I put that? Right now we're going through cleaning. Because I'm filming my tour video that people have been asking me for, oh my gosh, almost a year. So my tour video is going to be filmed tomorrow, and then the video will go up this coming Wednesday. What's up, mi gente? ¿Cómo estás, hermana? I stroked that like button. Thank you so much for that, Seth. Got my first ever Chris Claremont X-Men Omni today. After all the praise you've given him, I'm very, very curious. Hashtag impossible expectations, anyone. I thought you were going to follow that up with, this is the worst thing I've ever read in my life, which would break my heart. But I also didn't write it. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Would you like to read it?
Hey, Omar and Melanie. Last week I asked for good Marvel events. Wanted to say thank you to you and the folks in the chat for some solid recs. Great channel. Glad to support. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. And Alf singing happy holidays to you as well.
Alf's playing the guitar and drums. Is that from the same episode? Do we have an Alf enthusiast in the chat?
Hey, Bar's already up from staying up. Oh, wait. No, never
3
mind.
a.m.
This is
and also a big shout out about like helping me clean up the toys. Like the toys in the manga won't be part of the tour. The manga will be another tour and probably next year sometime when I get that stuff together. But both Tina, my brother, and Maddie came to help. Both of my brothers helped just clean up, tidy up, put things in order. It was wonderful. We listened to Why Did I Have to Find That Stupid Thing? Why did I have to find that stupid thing?
We finally found him.
Yeah, now the circle is complete.
Circle of friends.
Will you be doing a Who's Who Volume 2 overview? I don't think most people realize that the 90s version is much cooler than the first. Love the pinup art. That's the one with the 3-ring, right? Like the 3-ring binder that came with the 3 rings. Yes, that is on my schedule for next week sometime. That one is on my schedule. But thank you for asking me. My wife's going crazy for the Alf. Now she wants one. Thanks, Melanie. She can have this one.
James April sent these.
Any chance of 2 Supergirl Omnis? One by Peter David and the Loeb Supergirl.
Supergirl.
I hope so. They couldn't even finish the trades, man. No trades. Boy,
Who's the heavy metal Alf?
Why does he have a bow tie? Oh, it's not a bow tie. It's a bandana. Yeah. That's how we rocked it in the 80s.
Barb, we're going to film the Ring Tour tomorrow.
Yep.
Film it tomorrow.
The manga channel is how you found us? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the manga tour. There's still a plastic thing on this one.
That was a lot of fun.
Here's the other one.
Any possibility of a Marvel 2-in-1 and or Marvel team-up Omni? More of a possibility for a... Was it the team-up? Team-up Omni, I'd say. Just because of a little behind the scenes that was supposed to happen a couple of years ago, but things, man, schedules, movies, projects.
You were correct. There's a 3-ring binder version. There's a lot of fuzz coming off of Alf.
Get that creature out of here. Any word of a possible Cloak and Dagger Volume 1 reprint? I will say right now, honestly, that book was not high in demand. And if you didn't pick, here's a rule for anybody that's new to collecting these books. If it's something obscure and you don't think it's obscure because you loved it, like New Warriors, for example, or I'll use other examples. I'm sorry, Power Pack, Cloak and Dagger. Get them while they're still in stock. And I know it's you may not have come in when it was in stock because once they go out of print, more than likely Marvel will not reprint those for a long time until it gets to the reprint pull, because the popular books will always be reprinted. Uncanny X-Men will always come back to print. But if it's some obscure title, a character no one's heard of, I love that you're holding up Gwenpool as I'm talking about this.
Well, Bar and somebody else.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, comic book report.
But seriously, that is my advice. Yeah, you can wait on Uncanny 5. Uncanny 5 will be there by the time you get your next paycheck comes around. But if it's like Power Pack Volume 1 and 2, and you're like, I kind of need this now, because later on you're gonna regret not picking it up, and then you're gonna be like, dang it, I don't want to pay $200 for Power Pack or Cloak and Dagger. So I don't think those will come back to print anytime soon. Yeah. Omar's announcing the Avengers The Crossing Omnibus reprint to kick off the new year. Am I? Oh, thank you so much, man.
So the question I've got up: what is your favorite manga in your collection? Both of you, please. 1, 2,
Berserk.
3.
I had to beat you to it. I'm sorry, ladies first. What's yours?
No, we're supposed to say it at the same time.
Well, I didn't know you were gonna say something like what the heck is that?
I thought about Berserk this morning.
What, Iron Walk John or Sailor Moon?
Oh man, I think I like the anime a tiny bit better.
And if you begin collecting after that one dropped, my advice is that one is still semi cheap online. If you look, like even if you got to go third party, right? Like prices, it's still not bad. It will get bad in about a year or two when that book is in, man. And it's funny when books like that are released, or whenever I make an announcement, people are like, oh, Knights of Pendragon, whatever. And then 2 years later, Knights of Pendragon is one of these books that goes for $300 to $400 because it's so obscure that, the people that bought it up, and then the scalpers always be scalping. So they bought up like 80 copies of it and waiting 2 years because they have this infinite amount of space in their warehouses. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent.
It's
Soft cover
Bar,
Omar.
Wait. So thank you, Bar, for the super sticker.
You.
And here is your Harley Quinn gift.
That's not Harley, that's Barbie.
That's her wife. And there you go.
All right. Why don't you read
Tomorrow's
this,
the
my
first candle of Hanukkah. Happy holiday to every Jew out there who's celebrating, and happy holidays, like in general, as we can see with these emojis.
Thank you so much for that, Bar.
Scalpers be scalping.
Scalpers be scalping, my brother. You know the game. You know the game. They know what you need.
Everybody, say hi to Jeff.
What's
Hi,
up, Jeff? Wait, is Jeff here?
Uh-huh.
I like when Melanie whispers as if she's telling a secret to the entire stream.
Because it's so iconic, and of course I love it.
Alex is here from France.
The anime's nostalgia.
Cody is saying Wolverine is now 1/17/2023. Yeah, I was hoping that one would sneak into 2022. Dang it. Hey, Omar, will the Avengers Silver Age reprints have the new Masterworks scans? I will ask, Dean.
You are.
I'm on fire, baby. I'm on fire, baby.
He's looking at his phone to answer something when I put something.
I can't wait for the chat to catch up. Let's go.
Well, New Spooky Channel is waiting for the right day to offload those 7 pallets of Brigade Number 1. I don't know what that is.
I talked to on when I did my overview of Savage Dragon. By the way, that's one of my favorite overviews I've done this year because it brought back a lot of memories, and it reminded me, oh my gosh, I forgot how many copies of Wildcats number 1 I bought, Spawn number 1, Youngblood number 1, because we all of us that grew up in that age.
All 5 of us.
I speak for us 90s kids. We bought so many copies of number 1. We were buying Valiant stuff too, like Turok number 1, because we thought, oh my gosh, this is such an easy way. We're gonna get 40 years old and we're gonna be able to sell Youngblood number 1 for hundreds of dollars.
But it's also fun.
We had no idea we were
excited.
It is, but if you look back, like hindsight, we were part of the implosion of comic books that destroyed the comic book industry.
Not all 5 of you.
No, there were a lot of us, Melanie. I'm talking across anybody here from the 90s that stood in line waiting for your number 1 issue of Image Comics. Anyway, man, there will never, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this on the record, there will never be days like that again. There will never be days where people line up at comic book stores waiting for a number 1 issue of something, because in their head they're like, this is an investment. I'm gonna make hundreds of dollars when I'm 40 years old. I wish we would go back to those days, but the hype just, even with the internet, it wouldn't be the same. There was never anything like that before, and I don't think it can ever be duplicated. But man, what a memory. No.
Before people's reactions, this is a quick question. Was it Monday or Tuesday in regards to the Long Shot Gallery Edition announcement?
And first of all, I'm a big fan of Laputa, Castle in the Sky. But I have not announced Long Shot Gallery Edition. I did hint at one Gallery Edition.
Or hopeful, not thankful.
Oh, you know what, man? Happy holidays. Here's your next Gallery Edition. Daredevil, Guardian Devil Gallery Edition's coming out. There you go. There you go.
Heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Daredevil, Guardian Devil Gallery Edition's coming out. That's the next one. And I hinted at another one, but I can't reveal the title until I know for sure when that's coming out. Speaking of titles and previews, the Marvel solicitations for April of 2023 will be on Thursday, this coming Thursday at 12 or 11:30 a.m., not p.m., sorry, Eastern Standard Time.
Just showing people's reactions to your declaration
of Image Comics.
Paul, thank you so much for the super chat.
We were gonna be kings, man. We were gonna be rich.
Let's get this sexy Superman.
I'm 44 years old now. My Wildcats and my Youngblood haven't. I don't even know. I think I can find Wildcats and Youngblood at the quarter bins. Oh well.
Are you still talking about that?
Yes, I am.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna do a whole live stream on my love.
Let's read Paul's.
Okay. Worried about the paper quality of Daredevil by Miller Omni based on your initial look at it. Should I be? Love his run. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Paul. It's printed at the iMac printer. Oh, dang it. Where is it? It's like back here. Oh.
Ossieverse, by the way, is inebriated, apparently.
I love Ossieverse. That's Omnibo. He was part of the collectors or YouTube content creators that joined me. So that's a fun video. I cannot wait to put it together. Jess sent me the wrong file. Of course he did.
You made Alex do it. Thanks to you, I bought my first Omni, Peter Parker.
Yeah?
That's a good choice.
That's a good choice, brother.
Let's see. Purple Rain. Here we go. Thank you so much for the super chat. And
it's Sleeper Omnibus Overview. When does that hit? Is that coming out this week? Shoot, let me make sure.
Well, love my Brubaker and currently enjoying Complete American Gods. Oh,
American Gods is my favorite freaking Neil Gaiman book. I love that book so much.
Will there be a major Omni announcement Christmas Day like last year?
I have one more announcement for September. So if you all want that, I can save it until Christmas Day. If that's what you want, then yes. And then we'll put it on Patreon Christmas Eve. Yeah. Is that cool? Is that cool with everybody? I'm sure Dean's going to be like, nope, drop it right now. What is it? What's going on?
Sorry, Axel. I said Alex. All right. Bye, Bar.
Bar's leaving? Bar. What's more important than this, Bar?
Are you able to show off the back cover of the X-Men animated Omni? That looks like a John Hebert picture of the Wolverine on the spine.
Yeah, we can do that. Love, can you get it? It's over there on the
over there?
On the shelves where
okay.
I think it's the fourth week maybe. One of the little boxes, cubicles. Can you do an overview of Starman Compendium 2? Yes, but it probably won't be until January. Just being realistic, because there's so many books I want to talk about. It's got I think it's got Wolvie on the spine. It's a yellow spine. Who was asking about Daredevil? It's printed at the iMac printer, and honestly, this paper they're using on this one, it's not as thick as what they used on what was the book that I did? And oh my gosh, I've done so many recordings lately. The one that went out. What the heck was it, Melanie? I can't remember. My brain is fried.
Wait, what you were talking about?
Yeah, there was I recorded a video, and the paper stock was better than this. Kind of reminds me of the JMS Spider-Man, but a little thicker than that. The reprint of JMS Spider-Man. So
Purple Rain said that Amazon has December 27th for Sleeper Omni.
Oh, okay. Just make so I'll get it.
Awesome.
I'll get it that week. I love the back.
Yeah, this is really dynamic.
they're doing. I really like the route they're going and experimenting with some of these books. Did you show the underneath the dust jacket?
Oh well,
My bad.
you should slow down.
My bad. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing it.
I'm sorry for the
Focus on this.
Cyclops. Goodbye, my love. Very, very serious.
The Thing. Thank you so much, Hamza. It was The Thing. So it's not as thick as The Thing. It's just, to me, it feels like the paper stock that they used for JMS Spider-Man, but a little bit thicker. I don't know if you have those though. Okay, the front have a big X to you. Yep, it does. It's pretty epic.
You're welcome to speak, Jim.
Is iMac printing all Marvel Omnis now? They seem to be pumping out the content more than Donnelly. Donnelly's still doing all of the masterworks, and they are doing some of the Omnis. As a matter of fact, I just got a couple of Omnis that were printed at Donnelly. And iMac is hit and miss. Sometimes it depends on... It really is case by case, like what the paper stock is.
I want to read this.
It's an
I read
adaptation.
half of Savage Avengers.
Mhm.
I guess it's not for me. I want it to
my
be.
gosh.
I mean, it is cool. It's just, excuse me. The colors are really dark. Sometimes it's hard for me to follow what's going on. And with the, oh man, what's that term where the flow of the panels, the
Sequential art?
yes, maybe it's a sequential sequence that I'm just not following.
You're talking about Mike Deodato's part? Because he did the first. He's a little hard to follow. He's a great artist, but he's not the strongest sequential artist, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So
it's pretty to look at.
I don't think I'll finish it.
Did Omar yeah, he's yeller. What's up, David C? When is the top 22 video? The last week of December.
Did you upload your picture?
Which
Sorry
one?
to interrupt. Of the whiteboard for your schedule?
No, I'm not doing that because it's changing.
Oh, I thought you did for Big Stew.
No, I did it. Here, let me answer this really quick. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so yeah, the 28th will be my favorite collected editions that came out this year. The 29th will be top 10 reads, and then 30th is upcoming collected editions for January. So it's a lot of editing.
When's the first Omar Omnibus out?
That's New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2. That's what Marvel dubbed it. So y'all better have a copy of it. I'll sign it. Me and Fabian. Hey, Melanie and Omar. Hi, Melanie and Omar. Have I missed anything?
Omnis. No announcement.
No announcement. Oh, no, I did. I said the Daredevil Guardian Devil Gallery Edition.
And he'll give one on Christmas Day for another announcement.
If people want it. My Deodato is a great artist. Draws awesome. He's amazing. I love his art. He's the one that did Since Past. I don't know why I went with Since Past, but I've loved that dude's art since he was doing 90s stuff with Wonder Woman and Avengers. Was Larry Hama the writer who gave us No Nose Wolverine? Yes, but he was also the writer that gave us the greatest Wolverine stories.
What do you think? Top 10?
Top 10.
Top 10 by Alan Moore is hard to find. Seems like a perfect option for the deluxe or compendium treatment.
Well, it's getting a compendium, and as a matter of fact, the compendium has more issues than the absolute edition did. So it is coming back for Hanukkah.
And FedEx said we want it ASAP.
Of course he did for Hanukkah. Tell Marvel to hurry up with Jason Aaron Omnibus Volume 2 of his Thor run. Okay, I'll let them know. I love Mike Deodato's art. He's the one who did Since Past. Omar loves Since Past. I love that things get taken out of context. I don't know why I went with that one. Guardian Devil, like Kevin Smith's run with Joe Quesada's artwork. You are correct, sir.
Oh gosh.
Since Past with great artwork. Oh, it was Tommy Lee Jones, right? He did Tommy Lee Jones face for that. Oh gosh, it's so creepy.
Don't. That's the answer. Don't dust.
When Tina comes over. When Tina comes over.
And also like putting up your One Piece figures. Those are dusty.
Mm-hmm. She wants to like take some alcohol. I don't know, some kind of treatment. And I'm like, yeah, you go, girl. You do your thing.
Comics for Life has a suggestion of an Alf puppet NMC Xmas special. Oh, right. He'll make a appearance. Oh, this was like a couple weeks ago that my friend Zadarsky, not really my friend, that he was tweeting about how like the Alf opening theme song he listens to on loop when he is creating, and
when he's writing Batman, right? He's like, so if you're enjoying my Batman run, you should check out Alf.
I doubt he saw it, or actually, I never checked back on Twitter. I said the Alf #1 review that I did a couple years ago with the theme song and like remaking it with our family. Yeah, Tina wants to take the alcohol. This tracks.
Yeah.
Where do you place
Lionel Francis Yu.
in the annuals of annual?
Annals.
Can't say it. That's
That's
a hard.
okay.
That's a hard word to say.
Yep.
The Wolverine artist.
Here we go, man. Here we go, John. Ooh, what a hard question. Because, dude, there are some iconic pictures that I remember of Wolverine when he's putting that mask on and he's like stretching it out. And he's like this. Oh, I love it, dude. So,
do it again.
So manly.
Do it again.
Oh, that's how you put a mask on. That's how I put my, like,
Anger.
when it's snowing outside, I gotta go clean the car. Oh, I hate this. Okay. I mean, he's up there. I love Tex. Silvestri's probably my favorite Wolverine artist. Jim Lee's solid, of course. Everybody, Jim Lee. Lionel Francis Yu is up there. I think he's one of the greatest. Adam Kubert's up there. Oh, man, that one's, yeah, he's probably top 10. Top 10, he's great.
I'm gonna take pictures.
Oh, yeah, man, I've got the Portrait of
I'll be right
Pirates.
back.
I've been collecting them since they started, and I was telling Tina how much they've gone up in price. And it reminded me of, you know, people complaining about the price of comics or the price of Omnis, and I'm like, oh my gosh. When I started getting Portrait of Pirates, those things were $40 to $50 each. Now for a standard one, they're about $170 to $190 each, and if the bigger ones are like $400 to almost half a grand. Woo! No way. I have the Preacher Omnis, but was thinking about getting the Absolutes. What do you think, Omar? To me, Preacher is one of the greatest Vertigo series, so I wanted to get the best format available for them, so I went with the Absolutes. I had the Omnibus, and I gave it away at one of our giveaways a couple of years ago, but I decided to get the Absolutes just because it's bigger, and, you know, they look like coffee table books underneath the what's it called? The slipcase. This should be a dark, gritty reboot. I'm surprised nobody did that, a reboot of Alf. Deluxe. It's more good afternoon here, and it's very dark. Which parts of the Netherlands are you? Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Okay. Somebody else mispronounced annals in that way in a podcast I listened to earlier. That's how I put my underwear on. I think I'm reading out of context now. Quick, someone take a gif of Omar flexing. I wasn't flexing. I was putting my mask on. Here is my impression of the father from Alf. Alf, don't eat the cat, Alf. Max Wright, the actor, hated being on that show. Wasn't he on the first season of Friends? I think that's the last time I saw him on anything. Can anyone tell me if it's worth reading Deadly Classes? The series is finished now to play. Deadly Classes by
your mom.
Yeah, it's my second favorite Remender series. It's great. It's Game of Thrones meets, I don't know, Naruto, Harry Potter, those type of stories. There's a group of kids that go to a school of assassins. And I say Game of Thrones because don't pick your favorite one because they ain't going to make it. Oh, I love it. I only have Brooks.
It's called Deadly Class.
How are the 70s and beginning 80s in omnibus format? Many omnis from that era? We're getting there. We're finally getting some masterworks from the 80s era. Oh, Mrs. is leaving. Be good, brother.
I thought you said Mrs.
Hello, Omar and Melanie. Jesse's here. I'm glad you made contact with Titan and look forward to your Conan announcement and overviews. Conan is how I discovered NMC years ago. Well, I'm glad you're here, brother. Thank you. I'm a big fan, so I can't wait to announce more things that I know about just a little bit. So I'm excited for Conan. I'm glad that somebody's carrying on that book and it's just not sitting there collecting dust. I was worried whoever the new licensor was going to be was just not going to do anything with the book, but maybe trade paperbacks a couple times a year. Wish you would come back to Wolverine like Adam Kubert. Adam Kubert has this is the third time he's come back to Wolverine. Sorry, love to Wolverine. And I feel like he has now become the Wolverine artist to a lot of people because there were a lot of people that were kids growing up in that era when he was drawing Wolverine. So yeah, I think he's probably up there amongst favorite Wolverine artists. Great to see the Venom by Cates as an introduction. I love those anomalies. Same. And I always ask, that was one of my first questions asking David, why doesn't every Omni have an introduction? And he says sometimes it's just a matter of time. Sometimes people don't want to write introductions. Sometimes people, I assume, have turned down introductions. Max Wright was also in the late 80s shows. Misfits of Science with Courtney Cox. Got my last run.
NECA is awesome.
Yeah, dude, mine is in my pile of loot. I can't wait to get it. And then there's several ones. There's a third-party company that did, what was it called? Armored Turtle, because they're not supposed to call it Last Ronin because copyrights. Kubert is definitely my Wolverine artist.
Let's see. I want to answer this question, and I'm trying to upload some pictures.
Speaking of Old Man Logan, apart from Miller's...
Oh,
what?
Sorry.
That's okay.
You could there you go.
Okay.
Finish reading.
Okay. Well, here, I can do it from here, too. Speaking of Wolverine's... Old Man Logan, apart from Miller Wolverine Omni reprint request, what about an Old Man Logan Omni? I think that one will eventually come. There's a lot of material for that because you can do the Old Man Logan. You can do Old Man Logan, the original. Then you can do the Battle World, which is really like trade paperback zero, and then you can do the ongoing series by Jeff Lemire and Andres Sorrentino. And then when Ed Brisson takes over the run, you can call that Dead Man Logan.
Oh my goodness!
Just saying. Oh, you're leaving me in charge?
I'm trying to send these.
Yeah, your Conan Titan overview was great. Thank you. I hope I answered a lot of the questions that have been just asked. They were kind enough to answer all the questions. Kubert is definitely my Wolverine artist. He's great, man. What 80s or 90s DC series would you like to see in a compendium format like Starman? Compendium. I'm not the biggest fan of compendiums, but if that is the way they're printing them, then sure, give me everything. Finish out the Milestone line. Finish out Sandman Mystery Theater, because you're starting that. And I guess if I had to choose, probably Shay the Changing Man, since I don't know if it's popular enough to get an omnibus of that book. I'd like to see that character get that kind of love. Supergirl, Peter David. Give me all the Peter David. Give me all that. Young Justice, all of it, brother. What's up, Matt? Thank you for the super chat. Quick, should I continue reading Sandman after the first volume or continue reading Starman Compendium Volume 2 after I pick that up? First time for each. Ooh, first of all,
Sandman.
I am very jealous
Sandman.
Of you for reading them for the first time. After you read Sandman, it's an experience. Actually, you know what? No, stop reading Sandman. Read Starman. Because after reading Sandman, you're going to be like, I'm going to take a break from everything.
Oh, but that was just volume 1.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a good place. Because that's still, it's okay. I can see why people like it. Volume 1 of Sandman. Is it the absolute or the hardcover?
I misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. You go to Starman and you're like, oh my gosh, this was beautiful. There were so many amazing things. But you go back to Sandman and it's like, it was an experience. Like, it's so different than anything you've read before. Yeah. The Dreaming Omnis or Compendiums, I would love that too, Derek. DC is waiting for me to finish tracking down every issue of Shade before they collect it. That's how it's done. Hi, do you think that an omnibus of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing will ever exist? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. And there will be 2 of them. Because they know that there's money there. I don't think they'll release it all in one Omni, but there will be 2. And the question is, though, will they use the original colors or will they use the absolute colors? A lot of people don't care about, as long as they get to read it. And to a lot of people, this is their first time reading Alan Moore's Swamp Thing, so there's no nostalgia there. But there's a lot of people that care about that stuff, that want the original colors back.
May I interrupt and just show off some pictures I took
of
your Portraits of Pirates collection, and then I added in a couple of the by Shoujo Marvel.
So we're cleaning up the basement. So this is the area where there's no books, but that's where I put my toys and
no, they're not the best pictures, but I just
oh yeah, she just went
and took them.
Still a mess back over there, a little bit of a mess, but we're getting there.
I like how it's on these shelves because, there's some light there. And this is what Tina and Maddie were putting up and dusting. And you can see all the the peanuts on the floor. Oh, and here we've got the...
Oh, yeah. By Shoujo.
What are those
That's
shelves called?
Ninja Gaiden. Those, I can't remember what those shelves.
With the lights. Never had lights on there before. the pictures got messed up. There's some more. Now I'm going through there quickly. It's just to show off. You got the Evangelion down there.
Oh, we got a
Jubilee,
Bucky O'Hare
look
figure
at
down there.
Bucky!
Dusting must be a nightmare. If I even knew what dusting was, brother.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, thank you, brother.
And
I love you all. I love you guys. That is all. Near mint
you
condition
get
for life.
Berserk.
Thank you, man. Oh yeah, Berserk.
My love for you is like a trust berserker. In your heart of hearts, do you think a Omnibus will ever happen?
Before I die. Yes. No, the Frankie from Sailing Again, or
Big.
I have 3 Frankies. Question for both Minties. Best book that you read this year? Well, that's spoiling it. Because we're recording that. Melanie's going to be part of the content creator.
It's such a hard question.
It is. I'll tell you one of mine that I got to read this year. And that's Keeping 2.
Yeah,
It's not published by Fantagraphic. I love that book. That book is an independent movie that is up my alley. Some people will be like, why would you even read anything like this? The premise of 2 people, it's just a couple. And both of them, one of them daydreaming about the other one. What would happen if she disappeared? What would happen if she was dead? She was murdered. All these thoughts go because she's not answering her phone. Love it.
Because
Love
that's
it.
how you think.
I think that's how a lot of people think. We just don't talk about it. Yeah, worst case scenarios. But it's good.
Let me see. I need to like write a list and physically see it in order to pick one. I'm not good, like just off the top of my head. Is that Demon Hunter from Ninja Gaiden?
Mm-hmm. All 5 of the statues are from Ninja Gaiden.
It is. It's me and the girls as Sailor Scouts, and it would be a cool neon wall piece for the library. Oh yeah.
My brother drew that. He's an amazing artist. He really captures their personalities.
Both of them, that's their personality. Oh, I love them. Let's see. How does the Daredevil Omni paper compare to Spider-Man, the Wedding Album Gallery Edition?
No, not even close, man. The Gallery Edition is using thicker paper.
Yeah, I think it was nice. It was nice.
Well, I mean, and it's also supposed to have that thicker paper. Like, I don't care.
Gallery Edition.
Yeah, I don't care if it's iMac or Donnelly printing.
How much does it retail for?
$49.99, I think, or $44.99.
Yeah, I think it was 44. And yeah, Lydia and Alicia should as well give their best.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Or even, I bet you from the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, which one was their favorite? I have to go back through the videos. Which one did you rate the highest?
How are those Milestone Starman compendiums still holding up? I will say this: I gave my copy away at our the giveaway before then, so I don't know. And honestly, I think that is a question for readers too, right? Not just somebody that buys it and puts it on the shelf. That's a question for somebody that's like, I love Starman. I read it every year. So 3 years later, how's that spine holding up is the question. Did you not get one? Omar, how do you feel about one of your most wanted absolutes finally happening? Oh, dude, absolute for all seasons. Give it to me. I've been waiting years for that. It's chubby Superman is best Superman. I love him. Dana's here. What's up, Dana? Hey guys, my Indiegogo campaign for the complete web of horror, it was a success. The book will be out fall 2023 from Fantagraphics. Wonderful news.
Oh,
I love sharing that. Congratulations. Well, we'll have to talk about it one day next year. If you want to come on the show, you're more than welcome to. My Starman Compendium's cover is peeling off the vinyl or whatever it is on the outside.
Oh.
Yeah, so I always worry about those big books because, you know what I mean? Whenever you have so many pages, that spine could crease. Yeah. So I guess
Omnibo, you're getting married? Congratulations.
Dude, I'm putting in my vows. Thanks for letting me watch NFC every Saturday.
No, but
you want me to officiate? I'm an officiator, man. I've officiated Maddie's wedding.
You go fly to Australia, or you could do a Zoom. Do a Zoom call.
I'm not doing a Zoom. I'm flying to if I have a reason to fly to Australia, I'm going to Australia.
Let's see. What are your thoughts on Cavill? Is it Cavill or Cavill?
I always Henry Cavill is the way.
Cavill. Not being Superman. You talked about it a little bit last night with the.
I did. I think it sucks that I like Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong, but
I do too.
there are a lot of people that don't, and I can see why they don't. So for a lot of people that were like, I like Henry Cavill. I think he's a good actor. I think he loves playing Superman. I'd like to see him in a good Superman movie, and it never happened for a lot of people. So I think that's part of the that sucks. He never got the chance to be in a good Superman movie. I don't speak for everybody. I actually like some of the stuff he was in, but I can see why people are frustrated.
What should I get to compare?
What?
Where's the Spider-Man wedding?
It's right up there. It says Spider-Man, the wedding.
Oh, okay. Compare that to an absolute.
Oh, the sizes?
Yeah.
The absolutes are right here.
Yeah. I just want to get.
Hey, Omar, sorry if you already answered this, but Cavill, I just did. Love 2099 universe. After Spider-Man and X-Men, is there another title confirmed? Nothing confirmed. And you'll hear it here first. But I'd love to see a Doom 2099. You come on, Dana. I'm serious.
You love day trippers.
I love promoting people's work that, they're trying to print. Here, let's do this. There we go. So it's a little taller than your absolutes. Somebody said they do snugly fit into a Kalax cube, by the way.
And then, was it the same person? Somebody regretted doing that. So I wish I hadn't.
Because they'll scuff up the top of it. So I personally wouldn't do it. Omar, thoughts on Will Smith's Deadshot? Personally, not a fan. He just played Will Smith. Doesn't he do that in most movies? No. Oh, hell no.
It's The Rock, that's okay. He could be The Rock in any movie.
Okay, whoa, hey, now. We're not talking about The Rock. We're talking about Will Smith.
Okay, sorry for contributing to the conversation. Okay. My bad. No.
Did Marvel ever reprint comics in pocket format? The digest size. Yeah, that's what the Mighty Marvel Works are. Marvel Works, Masterworks are. And also they do graphic novel size, like digest size graphic novels. So absolutely. Omar, reading Hellblazer Omnis, would you recommend Lucifer Omnis? Yeah. If you're enjoying that type of writing, yeah. Keep in mind, it's not Neil Gaiman, but it is Neil Gaiman's Lucifer that Mike Carey writes, and he writes a great story. The first half of Lucifer is awesome. Do you think it's good to upgrade No Man's Land trades to Omnis? If you can afford it, and if you really like the story, and you need to have it in oversized format. I will say the Omnibus edition does contain the Harley Quinn one-shot that was left out of the trade paperbacks for God knows what reason. So it does have a little bit more.
Okay. No serious damage. I was trying to say damage and Hamza at the same time. Hamza is the person that talked about the Ruckus. Is Omni Volume 3 of the Books of Magic worth the investment?
Never read it, my brother, so I'm with you. That's the first time I've ever read, because I was out of comics when those comics were coming out, and I don't think any of them have ever been collected in any kind of collected edition. I thought Will Smith's portrayal was a slap.
News Movie Channel made a joke as well. No. Oh man.
Honestly, that whole movie was a mess anyway, even though it's an Oscar-winning movie, which is crazy. Hey, you all, just got to say this is the best channel, Omnibus Marvel Overviews. Thanks for the channel and your love of comics. Thank you, Rando. That's so nice.
Is Bendis' Moon Knight a good comic?
What do you think?
I don't know, but you just gave me that look, so I suppose no. If you like Bendis' writing style, if you like a lot of conversation and focus on
talking heads,
if that's your thing, then yeah. I listened to a YouTube video and it's explaining how much Bendis.
That was me. That better have been me.
Bendis, how much he did for comics in the aughts, right?
Oh, he did a lot.
And then about how it got overplayed for some people.
Well, hold on. Let's go back a little bit, because I'm gonna give you a little history lesson.
Okay.
You don't have to go to other YouTube channels. You can just talk to your husband first of all. There's your history lesson number 1.
But
history lesson number 2 is
it just
that happens. That happens to every writer. Eventually, they become stale. Every writer, no matter how hot you think the writing is, how on point it is, eventually readers will turn on them because they do one or two things that they don't agree with, and I don't mean personally, I mean within characters. Or the publishers themselves will be like, sales aren't as good. We need to get this guy off the book. So editors start mandating more things. We need another crossover. No, you can't use that character. We're shipping that character over here. So it happens to every writer, not just Bendis. So that's something that is just historically known for comics. Number 2, he did do a lot of things. But to answer this question, if you like his new Avengers and you've never read Moon Knight, go for it, dude. Seriously, go for it. But I would not recommend that at all. 6 out of 10. I don't know.
Bendis fan. What is this song, Craig? Hey, wait, Oh, hey, wait, I got a new complaint. Forever in debt to your priceless advice.
Oh, that.
Some days you like
that's Nirvana, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I kind of did it justice.
Yeah, I was like, what is she singing?
But just reading it, I didn't get it. But as soon as I started reading in my head, I didn't get it. Read out loud, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the song. What
do you think about Kelly's and Mench's run on Batman? I loved it. That a lot. Like Kelly, you're talking about Kelly Jones, right? What I saw, I really dig that style and found Volume 1 out of print and Volume 2 for $100. That's a deal, dude, because those books go for outrageous amounts of money. It's not for everybody, but I really thought that Doug Mench was penning the writing for Kelly Jones. Kelly Jones has this horror, like, lots of shadows, big muscular type of characters. Like his Bane is my favorite Bane. So I think Doug Mench was he knew who he was going to be working with, so he kind of started writing dark stories. So I really enjoyed that run. I highly recommend Dog Mendoka and the Pizza Boy, published by Dark Horse. It is written by a Portuguese author. I've not read either one, but thank you so much. Whoa, Canado agrees that... Well, I didn't say that. Man of Steel was the only good Superman movie, and I'll die on that hill. Momoa is still perfect Aquaman, too. And I think he's the last man standing, right? He's still... Because we're not getting a Wonder Woman 3 officially, I think is what happened. And Momoa's Aquaman is the only one that's still he's still Aquaman. I guess we'll see how long that goes.
Zeb Wells is experiencing that backlash that makes his Spider-Man right now. Man,
look at Dan Slott.
His first volume.
Look at Dan Slott. Look at any writer that has written, like Larry Hama. I just said Larry Hama wrote some of the best Wolverine stories to me. But by the time I left comics, he was writing No-No's Wolverine. It happens to every writer, not just Bendis. Pay good money for an album of covers, read, figure it out, sung by Melanie. That would be a game.
Like 5 minutes.
Dude, we play Pictionary every year with my wife. And it always turns from Pictionary to guess what the F Melanie is drawing, because
for J.C. Penney doing it right. This makes sense. Oh my gosh. I drew the cross for Jesus Christ. I tried to draw a penny.
Nobody thinks like you.
What? How are you going to draw J.C. Penney?
A penny that was where I would have started.
Dude, what was it? Melanie in a pickle suit?
I don't remember.
How do you do?
Hey guys, any word on a release of Ecstatic's Complete Collection Volume 3? That would finish out the series, right? No word on that. No word on that.
Where can you get comics check out on what you have in your collection?
What is the app called?
To check out comics.
Yeah, if your library...
shoot, tell us. We talked about this
Zumba,
last week.
not Zumba. What the heck is it called? Somebody here will know.
Yeah. I thought it started with an H.
Hoopla, that's what it's
called. If your library has it,
if they partake in it,
or can you just download it yourself? I don't know, or maybe you have to put in a library.
But
card number.
you have to put in your library card number to check out books. So that's a great way to check out books.
The Dream Eater is saying Hoopla.
Amazon, if you have like Prime, sometimes will let you have digital, but I don't know how that's being handled these days with Amazon doing that digitally.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fantastic Four Omni Volume 1, Amazing Spider-Man Omni Volume 2. Have they ever been reprinted with new spines? If not, when do you think that will be? Yeah,
Volume 1 of Fantastic Four was reprinted with a new spine this year. Volume 2 of Amazing Spider-Man, I think that missed the deadline of being reprinted with a new spine. So I don't think a new spine exists for those. But please correct me if I'm wrong. Your voice is like a combination of Fergie and
what
who?
Is that? Jesus? Where's that from? Jesus standing on a penny. That's a good idea. I did it. I just drew a cross and then I drew a penny.
Why'd y'all get her started on this?
Makes perfect sense.
There he is.
Okay. Dude, he took a picture of the whiteboard for your question.
I thought about
seriously.
I did.
We were getting ready. He's like, oh, I gotta go take a picture.
Because I'm never ready. All right. Okay. So here's the schedule. Tomorrow will be so after this will be my overview to celebrate 75 years of the greatest, richest duck in the world. I'm doing the overview of the Diamond Jubilee collection of Scrooge McDuck by Karl Marx.
Hey, you should email it. to, because I'm sure he doesn't have social media. You should email to Don Rose.
I mentioned DuckTales. I ain't making that.
Oh, you
man
are?
mad, no.
Oh,
I ain't
okay.
doing that to that.
Sorry,
man.
I wasn't listening.
He's having a
There
good
was
Sunday
speech.
picking his peppers. He's not gonna read that and go watch it and be like, did that idiot just say DuckTales?
But you
All right.
for the general public, you got it.
Monday will be Gwenpool and Miles Morales. No, I'm sorry. Sunday will be Miles Morales and the box set of Elric. I believe that's when I'm doing that video. And then we're also at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the first view review for Amanda. She's never seen Die Hard. So we're watching Die Hard and she's reviewing it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's live here on Sunday. Monday will be the Gwenpool Omnibus overview. And Tuesday will be Knights of Pendragon with the handbook. 21st, which is Wednesday, will be the tour. God, I hope it works.
It will, baby.
Well, I got to figure out the microphone thing again.
Well, we always do.
Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here. Live will be the Marvel solicitations for April of 2023. And Friday is Absolute Swamp Thing with a couple of other books. And then we're back on Saturday, Christmas Eve, we're live. And then, my goodness, the next week, I gotta start pumping those out. Melanie. All right, getting stressed out looking at that. All right.
We're gonna go back to Randall's question, but first let me get the super chat. Jeff, thank you.
Thank you for the super chat, brother.
And I'm gonna give you Pingu. Because he's so cute. Momoa Rimmer to play Lobo for Gun. That would be awesome. Rimmer, like on social media or like from someplace official?
He wrote Jeff a letter. That's how you start a proper rumor.
Okay, so Randall said, let me reframe it. I'm saying on the condition of the book and price. Hold up, I gotta go back to
like get a estimate on how much a collection is worth. Is that what you're asking?
Like how much to charge if for the condition of the book, or
I don't know.
I gotta go back to the okay. Let's see. Where can you get comics check out on what you have in your collections? Oh, so be like
what something is worth.
So the hey, in the condition of your comic, it's worth this.
Oh, I don't know, brother.
Yeah, maybe somebody in the chat.
Okay,
I don't say yes.
I don't sell books. I read them, so I don't know, and I give them away. So,
and he was to say, yeah.
I really don't, and I'm not hating on anybody that does.
Yeah,
you know, you got to get your bread, however you need to. But I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to, like, if it's out of print, I know they're worth more money, but it depends on the condition too. The Last Unicorn, best Christmas.
The Last Unicorn, I'm alive.
You just have to get her started. Oh my gosh,
I'm gonna cry.
Oh my gosh, every little girl loves that movie.
That was okay. You go Google it.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Step Brothers movie. I never saw that.
Oh, I love that movie. I don't even like Will Ferrell.
Oh, I was going to say, really?
Saw the collectors yes, they did. They got the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers box set. CGN, I just talked to Max. I didn't know how many he ordered. But he was like, I ordered as many as I could. His contact at Boom was like, we're not printing more. Sorry, you can't order anymore. So if you're interested in that 500 or however much it is box set, get it that first week. That sounds like FOMO, but it's just being realistic. If you're interested at all and you've got the dough, you've got the money to spend, he'll be getting some. By the way, he actually ended up getting some of the Legion of Superheroes 5 years later. Yeah. So I can't remember how many he got, but those are in stock over. Like he physically has them. They're not special orders.
Should William read Judge Dredd case file number 1 or 5? I've been told both are the right starting point.
I'm a dude that likes to go from the beginning. Doesn't matter how bad it is. Doesn't matter if people are like, stay away from the beginning. It will destroy any chance of you enjoying the character.
Mark Zimmer? You told Mark Zimmer to start
X-Men. He's a 254. I'm proud of him. But that's just the way I am.
Amazing.
I'm a completist, and even in reading, I have to read everything from the beginning. But if you want to read, probably the best jumping on point was the Judge Death story arc in Volume 5.
Last Unicorn is good. No remakes. 1 hour to go. So you know what that means.
What does that mean?
It means Walt's Comic Shop If you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. That is not a threat at all. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU and a flat shipping rate of 12 euros for all EU countries. Did you know that? Did you know it's bulletproof packaging, Omar?
I did. You told me last week.
Emails answered within 24 hours. He will stay up till 3 a.m. to answer it.
He will.
Okay, I'm adding that in. That's not in the ad. Exclusively for our viewers, you can use the code near mint condition, all one word, to get at checkout to get free shipping on all EU countries with your first order over 40 euros. Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding.
I will say, nobody's heard you sing that for almost 2-3 weeks now because you've been gone. So there's your song. Thank you so much, Craig.
Bulletproof packaging
in Europe. Why? The way Melanie says definitely makes me not defy her.
Jazz should harmonize with the mouth harp. Oh, that would be fun.
What kind of musical group are you two gonna like? I can see both of you performing at a retirement home and all the old people going, what? No!
Oh man, that would be fun.
Do you think there will ever be something like Marvel Ultimate Line ever again? Sure. They're always experimenting. Man, DC and Marvel will always have some kind of Elseworld or What If, no matter how many times how many times has DC said, no more multiple Earths? We mean it this time. Where are we at now? Grant Morrison writing their interpretation of what every Earth should be, all 52 of them. Yeah, we'll always have some kind of alternate versions. It's a lot of fun. I'm a sucker for those type of stories. I love Age of Apocalypse. I love Heroes Reborn. Wait, I don't love Heroes Reborn. Let me rephrase that. I like New Universe.
I love Lisa Frank. You are right on the
what
nose,
are you talking about,
John? Now picture Melanie as a little girl with a Lisa Frank unicorn photo skipping down the school
Boom's
hall.
collected edition department is clearly run by someone who hates the fans, and their siblings must work at Dark Horse. I think Dark Horse is a lot better than the way that Boom has been doing stuff, especially with their promoting their Kickstarter, which is the way they're like, yeah, okay, we won't solicit this. Instead, we'll just go the Kickstarter route, which I've said before, it makes sense for books like Giant Days. Giant Days wasn't a huge selling title, but when you have to do a Kickstarter for Power Rangers, you're like one of your top selling titles. It just makes no sense.
Do you have any news from Dark Horse this week?
I do not.
Okay. I love Elseworld stories that are unpredictable and not every character is safe.
Yes.
Marvel
Colors. Almost there.
Omnibus reprint by Loeb and Sale.
No word yet.
Hey, is that going to be a thing? Oh, a reprint. Oh my gosh, I need to stop talking.
You're breaking the wife.
That's a great. Do you own it? That's a great idea.
Nope.
That's really cool. I have no idea why. I'm just so impressed, but that's a really cool idea.
I didn't own it. Nope. I don't know why I didn't.
Was there ever an Omni of the original Heroes Reborn stuff?
Yes. It's called the Classic. With the exception of issue 13, which can never be reprinted by Marvel because, well, licensing, right? There were Wildstorm characters in those, like Maul and the characters from Wildcats. Any reply on the Spawn hardcovers? Are we getting...
You talked about that last night in the AMA.
Yeah, I did. I'm frustrated with the way that works. It's like nobody, Diamond doesn't know. The manufacturing at Todd McFarlane Productions doesn't know. And God bless the lady. She's trying to help me out, but then she kind of ghosted me, so I don't know. Or not ghosted me, but just I'm sure she's super busy. It's end of the year. I will say that volume 3 of the slipcase is finally in stock at Diamond, though. That is the only one that I know of. So get your retailer to pre-order that one. As far as the other ones, I don't know. They may. And here's the thing, though, that we've seen it before. Like with Ascender and Descender, Image just, there you go. Like day of. So a lot of the retailers, like I know Cheap Graphic Novels and Walt's Comic Shop, both of them had to go on social media and be like, we just got these in. So if you want them, make sure you're in. We got you locked in because there was no announcements. It was just like, yeah, it's in the catalog. That's why those solicitations are so weird.
Will you be doing an overview of It's Always Darkest X-Men Epic?
Yes, in January. I usually like to do the Let's go with that one for a second. I always like to do the books that are coming the week of, so it's fresh on people's minds. Unless there's like 85 books coming out that week, and I'm like, oh, I got to space these out. Omar, you mentioned in your overview how edgy Savage Dragon was back in the day. What do you think of how much more edgier the series would become? I haven't kept up with the series, and somebody actually mentioned that in my overview. I stopped at around issue 100, and they brought up some things that apparently the route of the comic, that the way it went, I just didn't know anything about it. I'm sure it's a lot edgier now. But back then, for what it was, yeah, it was to me. It was just stupid fun. Come on, it's a guy with a fin on his head that's a Chicago police officer.
Weren't you going to do an interview with Dark Horse?
Yes, I can't.
Every single person at Dark Horse.
No, the one lady that can actually help me out. She's like, if you get the questions to me, so we're gonna go back and forth. Probably at the beginning of the year, I hope.
Okay, what about being on Santa's nice list? Get an announcement for the first Mark Greenwald Captain America Omni. But what if you're in the naughty list?
1964? I don't know what.
Would you recommend getting the 3 hardcovers of Claws or waiting for the collected version?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm passing on that Kickstarter because I know they'll put it in. They'll be available for retailers. There's no way they. Grant Morrison, Dan Mora, who's one of the hottest artists right now. No way they don't make those available for retailers. But Craig, if you go get the Kickstarter though, if you really like it.
Craig, thank you for the super chat. Is it right here on the table? Craig's package?
That's everything that came. You want to open them up?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for super chat. But we did.
Thank you for the super chat, my brother.
The Batusi. All right, let me go get the scalpel.
That is not what that's called. It's just a box cutter. Since Gotham Central came out, do you think we will have an omnibus of Batman by Ed Brubaker? I hope so. There's enough material. Are some of the Spider-Man books you recommend? Are some of the books still available to buy? Usually when I recommend, and sometimes videos get outdated, right? Usually I tell people, I thought I brought it over here, my love. Usually I tell people if it's in stock or out of stock. Omar, any Silver Age new Omnis or reprints coming out that you know of? Well, I announced all 4 Avengers. Does that count? But no more. Oh, and Iron Man. But no more to speak of. Because I saw a video where you recommended in the past. Yeah. If it's still in stock, I usually tell people. Oh no, if it's out of print, I usually tell people. By the way, this book is out of print. And I know Joker's Going Sane. That book is out of print and goes for a lot of money. So I do try to warn people that, hey, which Omni should I read first, Omar? Wolverine 3 or Predator? I read Predator first. You read Wolverine 3 first. That's what's up. Hello from Phoenix. What's up, Robert Marquez? They actually confirmed in the Claws Kickstarter that there will be a cheaper retailer version. Yeah, but I assume it won't have the fancy things that the Kickstarter does, right? I mean, that's what they did before. I want a Batman New Gotham Omni. That would be awesome. Rucka, Brubaker. Yeah, like Officer Down. It's too frustrating talking about possible DC Omnis. The amount of great uncollected material is criminal. There is a ton of stuff they could collect. Color match, super chat, Melanie's chair, and Omar's shirt. Whoa!
Oh, it is.
There was a super chat earlier with Craig, my shirt.
Yeah.
Good eye, Torsten.
I'm trying to see who this is from.
This is JV, I think. JV sent this my way.
This box.
Yeah, this is from.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
This is from JV Tanhuatco and Jim Jimenez. This is his graphic novel that he worked on. We talked about it a few months ago when I was still answering questions on Instagram, and now Taylor is in charge of that. So if you've talked to me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's probably Taylor. I still do the Patreon questions, so. But he sent me his graphic novel. And then this is Angelo Lacuesta's for mature readers only. Okay, let's make sure we show that page then.
This is Craig's.
That's from
on
Craig.
My chair?
And then some single issues. So I can't wait to check this out, man. Thank you so much, my brother, for sending this my way. I'm glad the package came in. It's a little dude with guns and a little what is it? A gnome? Do you have any Marvel Omnibus announcements before the end of the year? Yes, and people have said they want me to release it on Christmas Day.
Right, lots of people said do it now.
But some people said do it now. Predator comes out first. Yes. So you read Predator first, then you may not have any options. Any news of a Spider-Man by Eric Larson? No news on that one, my dude. This is from Craig Ryan. Craig Ryan sent us a lot of trades for giveaways. So we have one of the greatest X-Men cotton. Why would anybody ever get rid of that? And Marvel Superheroes, Injustice trade paperbacks, some really cool trades. Thank you so much, Craig. Yeah, we do giveaways at big milestones. But man, Under the Hood, yes. Oh, these are good.
That's from Chief Graphic Novels.
Oh yes. Oops, I grabbed the wrong box. There's another one up there.
Oh, okay, I'll do it.
Thank you, baby.
Somebody was just talking about this. You want to show it?
Sure. I think that one came out this week, but I'm gonna do the video next.
The yellow pages.
It should have yellow pages.
I know.
Hey Omar, dude, how much, brother? I mean, how much? Sorry, I'm reading your question. How much will it cost me to get you and Melanie to officiate my wedding? Nothing. It's on me, man. Love you, buddy.
Wait, when I was drunk one day,
Thank you for the super chat.
I did get a thing that's like you can officiate now or something.
Yeah, because you were jealous that I could have. I officially aided Maddie's wedding. Here's the Who's Who Volume 2. I just got this in, so I'll be checking that out. We have one more package upstairs. Will Marvel reprint Aliens Omnibus Volume 2? I believe it's out of print. I haven't heard about that one, my dude. Omar, do you need to read Conan 1 and 2 and 3 to tie the whole story together? No, not really, because Conan, the way that it's written, jumps around from different ages. Like sometimes he's younger, sometimes he's older. And there's really not a big ongoing story arc until Roy Thomas leaves the book. I mean, there are some things that lead up to like issue 50 or the Baylet storyline, but I think you'll be fine. Good morning, Omar. What's up, X-Men exclusives? Thanks for the X-Men help. I went from 2 books to 65 X-Men now, Omnis and OHC. Thanks, dude. You're welcome. But isn't that so beautiful to look at? All those X-Men Omnis and hardcovers all on your shelf. I love them, man. When is the Trouble Cat? Well, never say never. We are getting a one more day gallery edition, so anything is possible. Prime members allow you to borrow up to 10 books. Selection is decent. Spider-Man Blue and some Claremont. There you go. There's your answer for digital comics that somebody was asking. Hello, Omar, Melanie, love from Greece. Question for you both. What's your favorite One Piece story arc?
Oh, good question.
The Merry Go. I love that story.
Oh, I got goosebumps.
Because I tear up every time.
I think that's mine.
Nope. That's for Alicia.
Oh.
There's one that was shipped to the P.O. box, baby. It's one of those books.
Okay.
But it's a good thing that's down here.
Yes.
Now we have more to clean up. Omar, what is your favorite? What is your favorite volume from the Berserk Deluxe editions? Oh, dude, the Eclipse. So that would be what? Volume 5. Yeah, volume 5. That. Oh my gosh. Is there enough material for an Azzarello Batman Omni? I mean, if you include the Elseworlds or the Black Label stuff like Batman Danged and Joker, he did have that 100. What is it called? Not 100 Bullets. That was his series. The City of Crime. No, City of Crime was David Lattman. What was this? Broken City. Now there might be enough material, honestly. Do it now. You're so impatient. Then you're let down. You're like, I could have waited until Christmas to open this up. It's like opening up your gifts early. You're disappointed. So, will She Lies with Angels Gallery Edition? She Lies with Angels. I wouldn't mind that much, though, because it's got... Was that Ron Garney or was that Kia Asamiya? I think that was Kia Asamiya. Big fan of Kia Asamiya's artwork, too. Ever since they did Silent Mobius, Steam Detectives.
I found 2 for P.O. Box.
Oh, you did? Okay.
This one's from Andrew. This one's from Amazon.
To the P.O. Box. Okay.
Oh, but both.
Thank you, baby. Have you read the Finn graphic novel? I have not. Young Justice. Oh, Young Justice by Peter David versus John's Teen Titans, which is number 1. It's very close, but I picked John's Teen Titans. Oh, that's hard. Oh, damn it.
Wow, you're stumped.
Yeah, I'm stumped. That one's hard.
This is a figure?
Okay.
That's not. Okay.
Wait, is it to the P.O. box?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I got the boxes mixed up. This is from Andrew. Andrew Hilton.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. And that went to the P.O. box?
No.
Okay, I'm so confused. Thank you for the bot notifications, everybody. We got a bot. Yeah, those type of bots. Smash that like button, Minties. Thank you so much for that, Omnibo. Oh, there's a good question. What are your favorite Destiny of X books worth reading?
Okay, this is it.
I liked where everything started in Inferno. I thought that was excellent, but I really, really like X-Men Red and Immortal X-Men. I thought both of them were awesome. I feel bad for the hot girls. It's just their name. They aren't a bot. Didn't somebody do that one day?
Yes, Bar Thinker. I was confused because it's Christmas and we're ordering packages. This is it.
Finally found it. All right, baby. What?
Right.
Who's it from?
Read it.
Are we supposed to? Because sometimes people say don't read it. This is from Avi to Omar. In June 2021, I decided to pause my IT career and cross something off my bucket list. I hope you enjoy reading it as much as I enjoy watching you. Wow, what a nice package, too.
It's Amazon gift wrap. Do.
So, Avi paused his IT career. Good for you.
Right, because you're like...
I've been there. I know all about that. This is Unlucky.
What's it called?
Unlucky Last.
Unlucky Last.
This is by Avi Lewin. Illustrations by Mohammed Riki. It's the first volume of Dreaming King's 4,200 characters imprint. Each 4,200 character follows the stories of the same role. It must be less than or equal to 4,200 characters, letters, numbers, and spaces, and told completely in one volume only. That's pretty cool.
That's so cool because people make great stuff when
just gonna show off some of the artwork here.
And they're
like top 10
they're
list.
Forced to stay in constraints and like top 10 list.
Like top 10 list. Dude, congratulations, first of all, on getting something like this made. Because we talk about, all of us that have ever read comics, most of us have wanted to make our own content, have wanted to make our own comic book. And we talk about it and never find the time to do it. So to actually get off your butt, to
get off the
and do it, that's an outstanding accomplishment, man. So I'm really proud that you did this. And yeah, I will be reading it. Somebody else sent me the book that I wanted to do a review of.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Yeah, it's great. Tuning in at the right time for the Destiny of X question. I know that's right.
Kitty. Look at this kitty.
Was that a Zelda sound? Was it, Melanie?
Yeah, hell yeah. Rob's at Rob's wedding, when he put the ring on Fran's finger, was it the treasure sound?
Yeah, it was a treasure sound. Dana was asking about more Western. I hope they do, and I hope they do the future where they send Jonah Hex into the future.
Oh, I like this picture. You probably can't see it.
Hey guys, facial expression. How will Marvel handle X-Men events like Age of Apocalypse for us epic buyers? Will they reprint the complete epics? I don't know yet. Age of Apocalypse, I don't think will be part of the epic line just because they've left out Generation X or Gen Next 1 through 4 from the first epic. So I think it will be its own thing. So maybe they'll do the complete epic, kind of like what they're doing with Miracle Man in 2-3 volumes.
The at the end, I like the dedication at the end. It's really sweet. It's gonna make me cry.
All right, don't cry. I'm sorry. Omar, can you help? Why do Omnibus you pay for them more than when they released early, but pay less? Like when I purchased Flash Mark Way, 200 and now 160 Australian dollars. Thank you. I don't know. Depends on where you get them. Sometimes pre-ordering them, they cost less. Sometimes maybe they made too many and there's a liquidation sale going on. So the distributors have a sale. Like I know they had a sale for DC Comics recently. That's maybe why the price went down. Whoever the retailer that you ended up getting your book from, bought it at a discounted price, so it's able to give you a bigger discounted price. Maybe that's why.
So,
greetings, Psycho.
That's neat artwork. I have some comic book stories since 2012, and greetings from Romania too. And Novarg would send a copy of My Little Freaks, the Little Freak stuff, but it's all in Dutch. So I guess it like is in you wrote it, because wait a second, that's really cool. Did you say your decision for?
Oh no,
probably not. I was like, you just stop talking.
Jeff Johns, Teen Titans, just by a small hair, and I'm serious because Young Justice is so good. Hello, what's up? Brian, I saw you mention Leave It to Chance in an old video. Yeah, it's one of my most wanted absolutes. Is this in a collected edition? I don't think they did anything past the first 4 issues. And that book is hard to find. It was published by Wildstorm. But now that DC owns it. It's got Paul Smith on artwork, James Robinson writing the story. Very underrated series.
Jack, thank you so much for the super chat. Superman, the movie 1978, was the only good Superman film ever written. It's the movie Man of Steel wishes it could have been, and I'll die on that hill. Man,
I think a lot more people would agree with that than Man of Steel. I just happen to like Man of Steel. I don't like it more than Richard Donner's films. I love Superman and Superman 2. Like those are my. Like, come on, nothing comes close as that iconic theme. There's never been a score like that. That's one thing that I feel like is missing from a lot of superhero movies, is that as soon as you hear like the first couple of notes, you're like, Superman. You know what you're going to watch. Oh, and
I'm going to make fun of it and say Star Wars.
Yeah, she does. Every time. It never gets old. I mean, Avengers comes close. Avengers, I almost said Mark Silvestri, but Alan Silvestri did an awesome job with the Avengers score.
Iron Giant is the best Superman movie. And I'll tell you how this is.
What?
Yes.
No.
And then when he's used in Ready Player One, and it's all like about, that he's fighting in war, because they're trying to put in all of these cultural references. The person that made the movie was against violence and war. So, and who was it? Like a friend or a family member like died. And so that was pretty like, that's not Iron Giant. I watched a YouTube video. I didn't figure that out on my own. Oh, and Omnibus is thanking us for marriage psych help.
Mm-hmm. Made me realize there's nothing wrong with it. My partner too. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, not only is it a comic book centric channel, of course, for collected editions, but we're all human and we've all made mistakes, and we know, it's not easy being in a relationship. It doesn't matter, who you're with, whether they complete you or not, because ups and downs, right? Just like a good comic book story. You have
your own personal personality. You have a married couple personality.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's another one I can't remember.
You have a street name, a house name, and a cat name. Jellicle cats.
The naming of cats is a difficult matter. Okay, so Novarg, the main character, is the picture here, and wrote, illustrated that particular title. I started within 2014. At the moment, there are 5 issues out, but right now working on issue 17. Hey, what can I say? Self-published stuff takes time.
It does. I have to. I mean, I got to give props to those people that self-publish.
Yes, and Josh is working so hard on his multiple comics.
Mm-hmm. I think it's very commendable. A lot of us talk and dream about it, but to get off your butt and do it, I think that's awesome. Omar, what shipping company does CGN use? Usually it's USPS. That's what I've seen. Marriages work. Mr. Vic, never a bigger understatement. You're going to have great days. You're going to have not so great days. You're going to have sleeping on the couch days. That's why I always suggest get a comfy couch when you go shopping with your significant other, a wife, a boyfriend, a mistress. Busy life.
No, that's not the personalities. That's not the correct word.
Mel looking nice today. What's up, King's Portal?
Thank you.
King Sport
Cal. There you go.
What's up, my brother? How are you, man?
What's the best manga Omni out right now?
Omnibus, you want like the soft cover omnis or like a hardcover collection? Whereas Girl from the Other Side is a beautiful. That's gonna make it in my top 10 for sure. But there's a lot of Omni options. I know like Shaman King's coming out with Omni editions, but they're all soft cover. So the paper stock usually for those 3-in-1s is a lot thinner than the paper stock they use for the tankobons, like the individual tankobons.
Whoa, listen to this. As much as I like Henry Cavill as an actor, or Cavill, as much as I like Superman movies, Christopher Reeve was the only one who made you believe a man could fly.
That was the tagline. You will believe a man can fly. That's great, man.
Bob's. What's Rooster Fighter? Oh,
that's
suggestion
the manga.
For the manga. Okay.
Yeah. But that's not available in omnibus format, is it? Tell my fiance Omar's my mistress. She's finally accepted it. I'll take that. I'll take that Omnibo.
Never trust marriage advice from Scott Summers or Peter Parker. That's not fair.
Whoa, you're gonna get Melanie all mad now.
Peter Parker. That's writing. That's editors. He's not perfect, but he tries. The real Peter Parker.
Yo, man, Peter Parker went through some trials. You got like Black Cat landing on your lap. You got a possible Gwen Stacy clone coming into your life, and he's still like, I'm gonna go home back to Mary Jane.
Because you have to have drama.
She blew up in a plane.
Marriage,
and they still worked their marriage out when Mary Jane blew up in a plane. They still able to work their marriage out.
I love Peter.
Parker. Do you think Jeff Johns will come back to write or finish Batman Earth 1 at some point? Because the story is not exactly finished, right? I don't think he's finished with it. And he is writing the JSA story, so I think he's coming back. I'd like to start reading Tintin, but it seems like the hardcovers aren't in print. And honestly, I don't know how old you are, Craig, but a man my age could not read those little hardcovers because they're about this little and the freaking text is like tiny. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to get my progressives on. So I bought the bigger size books. Where are they? They're up there. They're about this big. I notice no one steps up to defend Scott Summers as a husband, and I'm okay with that. People are always dissing my dude Parker and Summers. Jeez.
I don't love Scott.
I mean, to be fair though, if I got hooked up with your clone, you'd be okay with me leaving your clone for you, right?
Yeah. Well, I feel bad for the clone. Like, no, I'm not thinking about that.
Clone has no soul. Inferno.
Was that the case?
Oh, I don't know. I just kind of came up.
Oh, I hate clones. I hate clones.
Omar, some Christmas gifts.
I hate any story
in the form of Marvel breaking news next week. Yes, Christmas Day. Christmas Day, if they let me. If the lawyers aren't taking off next week and I get everything approved, then Christmas Day. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Doctor Who.
Happy Hanukkah.
Hate clones. That made me
best
mad,
way to
Who.
Salvage Peter marriage is to make him poly with all the girls.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Is that how you solve it?
That's true. Lionheart says Black Cat likes Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. That was the thing.
Oh,
that's good storytelling.
They're work buddies.
That is something insightful. That was the catch.
I enjoyed the Viz Big. Yeah, but those aren't omnis, right? Those aren't 3-in-1s. I think they were talking about the smaller size books.
All right. Let me dive into this question.
All right, ask the question.
How are you doing? Has parenting on what our children read and watch changed through recent years? What is your criteria for what children can and cannot be exposed to? When Lydia was little, what was it, Bratz? I was like, oh, no, don't watch this, because of course they had a cartoon. I'm like, no, this is just, they're called Bratz. This is not something that you should be watching. Then a couple of times I've tried to show, I'm like, let's watch Kill Bill. So in recent times, and what was the first time I was like, oh, Lydia, you can't watch this. I forgot how much language there is because apparently I'm desensitized to it. And then we tried to watch it with Lydia and Alicia, and I'm like, we have to stop. We can't watch it. And there were parts I was going to fast forward to with Lydia anyway. By the way, Lydia's in 8th grade, Alicia's in 5th grade. But I really love Kill Bill, and I want to show her the movie that made me want to have a child of my own. And I mean, not the only thing. Mm-hmm. But I noticed like nowadays, since I came back to public education, like kids just cussing all the time, like when it's like they're talking to each other, and I'll say something and I believe them, don't even realize they're doing it, and it just kind of I thought of it yesterday, like maybe it's just not a thing. It's more like language changes and it just gets more and more acceptable as generations go on. I mean, me, I cuss all the time, cuss in my head, obviously not when I'm working in a public place. And that's why I try to teach is like in a public place, no, watch your language. No, this isn't a public place. I'm like, yes, it is. These are my friends. Yeah, but you're loud. You're freshmen. Anyway.
Asif is going through what I'm going through when I ask, how was your day, baby?
Oh, hush. That required at least 1 minute.
I will say that every parent is different, right? Some parents are
It's
okay
like,
with
I
their
want them
kids
to be
reading
innocent.
whatever. But as a parent, at least for me, I want to keep my kids as innocent as possible for as
And
long
we
as
cuss
possible.
around them all the time too.
We do, but I
So
feel
it's
like
what's the difference?
no,
I don't know.
hold on. There's a difference in the way that we curse. We're very creative.
No, we're not.
I am.
Okay.
There are things that come out of my mouth. They're just anyway. It's poetry. It's modern poetry. But everybody's different, right? When people always ask me for suggestions, like what can I get my kids to read at this age? Every parent is not going to
definitely
agree
not
with that.
Berserk. Lydia's not reading Berserk.
Well,
Like,
not until she's 30, 35. The Clone Saga ruined Spider-Man for me, as it did with a lot of people. Kill Bill. Did you guys watch Requiem for a Dream after? I love that movie, but not with my
I saw it
kids.
years ago. I don't remember that.
Don't interrupt her.
I want to see where this goes.
There's Joey. Joey, how are you, buddy? I hope that you all are doing well. I just got back, grade back from class and final paper. It was 100%.
Dang, your final grade's 107.
That
Congratulations.
is what's up, my dude.
Yes. I have a couple of students who have like above 100% because they get student of the week and extra credit. And that's awesome. Congratulations. And Michael's been asking this for a while.
Okay. Oh, goodness. These questions. How do you rank these from best to very good? DeMatteis, Giffen, JLI, Morrison's JLA, Joe Kelly's JLA, McDuffie's JLA, Meltzer, oh my gosh, Robinson's JLA, and some Titans. Bat Grayson as a member. This is hard. Okay, I'm going to loop in. Oh my gosh. The best.
Around. Nothing's ever going to keep you down.
Because it's not fair, right? Because McDuffie wrote my favorite Justice League story, and then also because of editorial mandate, he had to do that alternate history or alternate reality. What were they called? Because he did Milestone, and then he did that alternate reality Justice League story, which was not good. Oh, man. And I guess Morrison... Oh, honey, I need that.
Okay. Oh,
please.
wait, that's not it. I started that for later. Right here.
Okay. So I guess Morrison's first, then DeMatteis, Giffen, JLI, then McDuffie's, then Meltzer's, then Robinson's run. And I'm looping Robinson with Titans.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Kelly's run was better than that, though. So Kelly is right before Meltzer. Joe Kelly has actually some really good stories. I really like the way that he was going to do the whole relationship with the way he handled the relationship between Batman and Wonder Woman. First time writing in. Thank you so much, Espen.
Yeah. So, saying I suffer from dyslexia.
Mm-hmm.
I love DC Hero Vigilante by Marv Wolfman. They even showed the costume at the Peacemaker series. Can they make an omnibus or compendium off this character?
They could. There's enough material to make a big, thick book. I don't know. I'm honestly surprised how they haven't done that yet, because the character showed up in Peacemaker, played a huge role in the TV show Peacemaker. If you haven't seen it, it's a great show, by the way. Now, don't expect that type of character Vigilante in the Vigilante comic. It's a lot different, but I actually like the character
I do too.
in the TV show. But yeah, I think there's enough material. They just haven't done anything yet. So hopefully one day, Espen.
Jim Lee, Cyclops turned down Psylocke. How's that not getting more credit from you all? That is a good point. Good point.
He did, and sort of. He sort of did, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, he sort of did. Sure.
What if they hate Berserk? I can't even think about it. No, they're too young, too innocent. Hey, Super Laugh Hard. Hi, I hope you are both well. Did I miss much on Christmas Day, Omar will make an announcement for
Yep, you remember.
Is it a print or a reprint?
I can't answer that question.
Oh, okay. But as long as he gets permission and it goes through with the lawyers.
The Gwenpool omnibus for kids to read. Oh, is
I
it?
think so. Well, it's rated teen plus, but
No, there's some material in there.
Is there?
Not for little kids.
I skimmed through the first half and I was like, oh, this isn't for me.
Do you think we'll ever get an Uncanny X-Men? Will it make it to Volume 7? Absolutely it will. Absolutely it will. In what comic was Jean Grey's cocoon found? Her reunion with the X-Men happened. The reunion with the X-Men doesn't happen until Inferno. The cocoon was found in Avengers by Roger Stern, 263. Then they went over to Fantastic Four, and it's revealed that's where Jean Grey was in this cocoon. That led into X Factor 1.
Everybody throwing shade. Daredevil is also a lousy partner, but it's okay because people actually like him. I'm like, Scott, man, but Scott has the greatest quotes and dramatic moments. And,
oh man,
yeah,
one of the best moments was to me my X-Men and Astonishing X-Men. I love that moment. With the upcoming release of the gallery edition of Spider-Man Blue, do you think the color books from Cell and Loeb will get the same treatment? Maybe one every year or every couple of years. I would love that. Yeah, that'd be great. Daredevil Yellow is solid. Hulk Gray is good.
The girls love
They do.
Our girls, so that's a win.
They do.
Yes. Axel's asking how many hours in a day do you spend reading?
Too many. There's not. I've said this before. There's not enough hours in a day. Sometimes I stay up really late reading. Sometimes my time set aside for reading and editing and filming goes a lot more to reading. Leave my boy Scott Summers alone. But you got X23 as your picture. Oh, because they dated. Boy, that was weird. The clone of Wolverine dating the young Cyclops from the Displaced Time. They were in. Was it
okay.
Bendis's?
He was young. I was like, no.
Okay, yeah, he was. It was the young Cyclops.
Like,
have you guys played Wu-Tang for your girls? You don't even have to go to summer school. Wu-Tang for the children. No, we have not.
Hey, long time no see.
How have you seen Ileana? Have you been?
Happy to catch you live. Hope all is well with you both.
I hope you're doing well too. Thank you. Omar, did you see that Scott Summers Shrine and Simone's Variants series? No. She like Scott Summers? Omnibus, just saying my name now. Omar. I like that, Omnibus. We're that good. We're that connected. Does the Bendis Guardians Omni feature Venom? Worth it if I'm not a huge Guardians fan, but love Venom. Venom shows up in the second story arc, so it'll be in the second omnibus, if ever. Daredevil and Doctor Strange are the biggest PIMPs in Marvel. Doctor Strange, man, nobody talks about how much play he gets. He's always got Clea is always his girl, but there's always somebody with Doctor Strange. Help, Omar. I got you, R0X. Their manga sells on Amazon. Right stuff with some Berserk Deluxe. But I should save for my Japan trip next year, and I'm buying a plane ticket at the end of the month. Advice.
We're saving for Japan.
Yep. And let me tell you something. If you're going to Japan, you ain't. Hold on. Japan.
Oh, there we go. Sweet. You uploaded it.
That was Hawksmeat Pete that did that. Thank you, Hawksmeat Pete. You ain't gonna find that manga in English. There you go. I said what I said. X23 dated Young Angel. Maybe she did. That era of X-Men is just a big blur. I thought it was Cyclops for some reason.
Young Angel was the rebound.
Young Angel was the rebound. Thank you.
All right. Good point. And you love Honey Badger. You know those big-eyed, lip-quivering expressions that break your heart? That's Honey Badger finding out you said you hate clones. No, that's okay because she's different, right? Her own personality.
Sure, she has a
when soul. It's like, well, this is a spoiler for Doctor Who, but you know what I'm saying? No, and no.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the Planet of the Symbiotes was in the first Bendis Omnibus. That's how much I loved it.
Hey, Nikolai.
Havoc better than Cyclops, and Adam X the Extreme better than Havoc and Cyclops. No one has ever said that.
I actually made it. Hello, you lovely chatters and minties. Glad to be here. Omar and Melanie both are awesome folks. Well,
thank you, my brother.
Oh. Let's try it like Hachalaga says it. All right? I want you to start saying it like this.
What in the heck are you talking about?
He's a YouTuber.
How are
Y'all
you
watch
doing?
Hachalaga? Oh my gosh. it's
Oh,
so interesting.
Hachalaga's wife is like, you better start saying like Uncanny Omar.
Uh,
And he's like, who's Uncanny Omar?
please hit the like. No. A like and a comment go a long way. How does he say it? Oh, it's so good.
I don't even know what the heck. I thought that was like a mixed drink. Better late than never. I just woke up. Welcome to the
Good.
party, pal.
Ray's on the other hand, loves clones. No. Too much she hates clones or clowns. Don't send in
The Ultimate
clowns.
Spider-Man, and Ultimate X-Men. Any more Omnis? Nothing yet, brother. And this is the place that would know.
Do you need to purchase King and Black, Donny Cates, Omni and Venom Omnibus? Donny Cates, both Omnis to read. I don't understand the series.
No, you can just get Venom Omnibus by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman. King and Black is in there as the event. Then if you enjoy King and Black and you're like, I want to see the rest of the Marvel Universe get symbioted, then go and get King and Black Omnibus because that's where everything is.
And Nothing Is Itch Me says, I think the Venomnibus has everything important.
Everything important is in there.
Is superior.
But if you love that event, if that's like your go-to event, that's your favorite event, and you want to see Noel kick the crap out of, I don't know, the Knights of Pendragon. Nope, not even them. Who was it? The Invaders? I can't remember. Omar, say it. Don't spray it.
Did you?
Did I spray something?
I want the news, not the weather.
I haven't heard that in years.
Oh, confused and grumpy Omar is my favorite Omar. Oh, he is. He started to complain about people parking on the street. No, that was in our old neighborhood.
That was in our old neighborhood.
What are the best series to read that star Havoc?
Havoc.
Loved War of Kings and loved Uncanny Avengers.
Peter David's X Factor. The first volume. Havoc for once becomes leader, and he's put in charge of this government mutant team. It's excellent.
Superman All Seasons or Death of Superman?
A better story? All seasons. And don't get
That's
me
what
wrong.
I was going to have, and I haven't read Death of Superman.
I like Death of Superman. I'm not against it, but I like oh man, Omar. I like All Seasons better. Why are all three were the king fans in the chat today? Only Marvel character I like to dunk on more than Cyclops is Namor. Namor. Imperious Rex,
so
my
much for
big old.
the
I love
super
it, John.
chat.
My big old hiney. Is it because you're a fan of Reed Richards and he's always like trying to hit on Reed's girl, like right in front of Reed? He's like, "What's up, Reed? How are you doing, Sue?" He starts kissing her hand, moving up her arm, getting a little neck action. Reese's back there working on experiments, going, "You guys need anything? Like tea?
You need some tea.
You guys need some
Thank
tea?"
you, Paul. Glad you like the overview and that you're loving the Spider-Man Wedding album gallery edition. Okay, John said,
Yep. I get it.
Yep.
I get it. Mutant X is also excellent and underrated.
Aliens for Havoc and Chuck Austin.
Hellions is good too.
Mutant X.
Did somebody say Chuck Austin? I don't know about that. Let's not forget Mary Jane would go clubbing all night while Peter was almost dying.
Oh,
She did live
she did have
interesting life.
Not defense mechanism. Well, I guess like the coping mechanism of going out and partying, trying to forget her troubles. Went down the X-Men rabbit hole. Might have bought Mutant Massacre, Fall of the Mutants, and Inferno in one go. Maybe.
Eddie Brock, next time I
Maybe.
see you, I want to see your name go
Maybe.
from Eddie Brock to Wolverine fan number 1.
What day is the
Tuesday, Knights of Pendragon.
I don't know where the actual thing is. Here's the cover.
Knights of Pendragon news. The omnibus overview will be on Tuesday. Knights of Pendragon isn't a real book.
Yes, it is.
It's real, Cody.
I just showed.
It's real. Doc Holliday. Did you put him in Doc?
No.
I
I'm
will.
so glad
I will always remember this man as the man that got me in trouble with everybody for asking me on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Batman as an occult detective? And the internet took everything out of context.
The internet. So if you're confused when people are like, "You gave that a 6 out of 10," that's why.
I said he's a 6 out of 10 occult detective, and Tim Drake's a better detective than Batman. People lost their minds. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. What characters of the JSA you thought they should add it in the new Black Adam movie, and why? Please rank the actors who play the comic book hero in Black Adam. You're asking me to rank again? Do you not remember the trouble I got into the last time, my dude? 10 being the highest. All right. What care? Mr. I wanted to see Mr. Terrific. because he's just my favorite JSA member. I wanted to see Jay Garrick. Would have been nice to see him in the movie. And Stargirl. That would have been good. But I guess Cyclone, and she was my least favorite. Not because of the actress, but just because she really didn't do much. I'm not sure why they added a teenage girl that could turn into a tornado against this fight with a god. Out of 10 being, so she was probably 5 out of 10. The guy that played Atom Smasher, he was probably a 6 out of 10. Pierce Brosnan, I mean, he kills it. 10 out of 10. He was awesome as Dr. Fate. Hawkman, he was all right. He was solid. 8 out of 10. And Black Adam, The Rock, Black Adam. Can't tell the difference. So 8 out of 10 for him too. There you go. Hope you've been well, man. Thanks for getting me in trouble. Again.
Who you got in the World Cup? Argentina, France.
Well, I got to root for Argentina. Got to represent South America, man. Omar and Melanie, what are your favorite costume designs for X-Men over the years? Jim Lee's Cyclops, green skirt Jean, yellow or brown Wolverine, lingerie Emma.
Emma.
That's one of my favorite memes. Like, we're going to go out and save the world and battle this cosmic god. All the X-Men are getting their gear up, and Emma's like, which nightgown should I take for battle?
I'll tell you, overall, which one I don't like is what's Grant Morrison's?
The leather jacket
years? No, what's the title?
New X-Men.
New. Okay, yeah, new. I don't like New X-Men. Well,
is that because of Frank Whiteley?
Yeah. However, his Superman art grew on me. The yellow, I'm going to say yellow and brown Wolverine over yellow and blue, just because I had a Bendy Wolverine toy that was the yellow and brown, and it was like, I mean, I was in middle school. It's kind of like a doll to me. It probably sounds weird, but like you know, as a kid, you get attached to your dolls, so that's nostalgic for me. Even though he's Wolverine, it's not like some cute doll. Yeah, because that's me. And I don't like green skirt Jean Grey. I also don't like X-Men Adventures or the cartoon where she's totally covered. You got the ponytail. What about you, baby? Oh, Jubilee's outfit in the cartoon. Yeah.
Those are all Jim Lee designs, first of all.
Well,
not the cartoon designs.
I saw the cartoon before I read it.
Best outfits. I like Skullcap Cyclops, so I like his astonishing outfit. You like him with his hair out, Jim Lee? Oh, Skullcap all the way. Wolverine, my favorite Wolverine outfit. Probably, I actually really like his astonishing outfit too. I like the astonishing. Rogue is the one for me. Like, which Rogue outfit do I like the most? And I think I like Jim Lee's outfit because that's cute little jacket. She ain't got to wear it even cold outside. Yeah, you guys chime in the chat. And good night, Omnibo. Go to bed, brother. Nearly 5 a.m. Hamza had the rubber X-Men figures. Psylocke's Jim Lee bathing suit outfit, which is so ridiculous. It's awesome. I love the costumes. Let's see here. I love the costumes in Yost and Kyle's X-Force. Oh, the Black Ops costumes. Those are cool. Ooh, man. X-Men Evolution designs. Yeah, those were cool. I like Jean's outfit in that. Actually, my favorite outfit was X-Men Red Jean Grey. That was my favorite Jean Grey outfit, which was the Tom Taylor series. Very short-lived series, but very excellent. Omar in the X-Men cartoon is how Don Rosa treats DuckTales. Yes, I'm an old man. Don't you talk about that cartoon here. You talking about X-Men by Jim Lee. Dude, thank you for the super chat, R0X21. Favorite X-Men story. Mine is Wounded by Wolf, Claremont, and Wolverine. I mean, Claremont and Barry Windsor-Smith. Dang it. That's one of mine, too. That's one of mine. The Dave Cockrum story, though, from the early issues was really solid, too. Right. Something about them, like right in front of the skating rink. It just brings back happy memories of Christmas and X-Men. But the issue 205 is the right answer. Jim Lee's designs will never be surpassed for me, especially Cyclops. Omar, we need a Marvel Swimsuit Gallery edition. Do you know how many there would be? Your whole entire shelf would be full of them. Should I purchase Marvel Masterworks 24, Fantastic Four, or Fantastic Four Omni 2 by Burn next year? I don't think Omni 2 will have the scan. Oh, actually, I know they won't because I have it. So it's up to you. If you like the latest scans, get the Masterworks. If you're okay with the art the way it is, just get the Omnibus Edition. As much as you don't like Identity Crisis, do you think without it, we wouldn't have had the good stories to distrust among the big three, Flash, and the big three and Flash, and it helped Infinite Crisis? I agree with that. As dark as it was, and all the stupid things that went on in that, we wouldn't have one of my favorite stories, which is the Crisis of Conscience story arc, which is Jeff Johns with Alan Heinberg writing that story for the Justice League. Your terms were acceptable, Omar. We'll pick up on my man. You changed your icon too. I think your room tour should at least be 3 hours long. It could totally be 12 hours. Yeah, I gotta tell myself not to stop at every freaking shelf and pick out a book.
Well, let's discuss about making it like a series.
I don't know. I need to get it out in December. We can discuss it later. Morning, y'all. Have you asked Titan about reprinting Colossal Conan books? No, I'm waiting till the new year. I think every publisher right now is stressing to get year-end stuff ready. Liquidation sales and all that. They're all in charge of that stuff too. So, Omar, any idea when Hulk Marvel Masterworks will be solicited? I remember you announcing it months ago, but I haven't seen it solicited yet. I don't know yet.
Lionheart. Oh, meant volume 17. Mega Streams are good. If that changes things.
Oh, that hasn't been solicited. Is it summer? So maybe the next solicitation. Brown and Yellow Wolverine.
So, yeah, I agree with Lionheart. Cyclops Hair Out. Storm animated series, though. The black one grew on me with the cape, and it's like going near. And Brown Jacket Road.
I like Dave Cockrum's design for. I like classic with the little head tiara thing.
Oh yeah,
I like that one. For Storm, I like that we kept the X-Men and leather jacket year Avengers to be still have Black Knight with a leather jacket. Sure, give me a dude goes from cape to would be more comfortable than wearing a cape. A leather jacket. CGN is great at packaging its books. Don't fear the U.S. Postal Service. Oh, there you go from Paul.
Yeah, so Cheap Graphic Novels is a great place to shop in America, and then Walt's Comic Shop overseas if you live internationally. What are your thoughts on War and Peace? I never read it. Don't tell anybody.
It's boring.
You read it.
I remember being bored.
When I tried to read twice. I tried to read, what's that one that you like? Confederacy of Dunces. I'm like, nope.
I love Confederacy.
It gets on my nerves, that character so much.
A tour of Omar's collection would be longer than a CW. Not as good looking though. Those CW young chaps.
Punk Storm is awesome.
It is. She was. But I was like Kitty Pride. I cried. How dare you? You're not beautiful anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, kid, calm down.
She's a kid.
It's just hair.
She's a kid.
I love that reaction. What an authentic reaction. Like
because that's how you reacted when I cut my hair off.
Okay, we're not gonna do that.
Just saying.
Therapy. Couples therapy, everybody. I seem to recall Omar mentioning that someone responds to him on social media like Facebook and Instagram, but he still does Patreon. Oh, for him. Yeah, I do. I answer every Patreon question. Near Me Condition is on Patreon.
Yeah. So the $1 tier gets you access to documentation, and $5 tier you get access to the Discord, early access videos 24 hours beforehand, knowing what's coming out. And $7.77 tier is all of that plus book club plus Ask Me Anything like we had last night. $10 you get added your name at the end of the credits the end of a video. And $25 tier is consultation with Omar. And it's currently sold out.
It is right now. But I think next year we're going to start a legacy tier for the people that are signed up right now, and then a new tier. I think that one's going to be $35 for a half-hour consultation, but I haven't decided that yet. What's up, Hunter?
Vault 2.
Hunter, what's up, buddy? This is
I'm
Sentinel
sorry.
Comics, the owner of Sentinel Comics. I think the room tour should be live stream, and we tell you when to stop when we no, because then everybody will be like, "Hey, man, stop right there. I see a custom behind there. Oh, stop right there. I see an X-Men. Tell us about that Wolverine." Story time with Omar. Oh man, War and Peace is long, but I enjoyed it a lot. Omni Maddie's Vault 2. That is a weird name. I wasn't a fan. I didn't like it. I like the Prince more.
Just skip the parts.
Machiavelli's the Prince.
Pontificating about the theory of war and Napoleon. Oh yeah, that doesn't interest me at all.
We read it in college. Oh no, I was a junior in high school when I read that, and the Prince.
The best Christmas section.
And
what is the May tier?
And it being the season, War and Peace has like the best Christmas section ever.
And New Spooky Channel is also asking to remember to harness
your thank you for that
shiatsu skills and give that like button a deep tissue massage.
The $50 tier gives you access to Tina's redacted. Oh my gosh, that woman has no filter. I love the fact that Maddie has to tell her to tone it down. Like, even though it's an AMA, she still tells her like, don't share that story. And Tina's like,
oh, I don't think there's a problem.
It's TMI Tina. It's what I like to call her. The Prince is a lot shorter. It was, and I really liked it. How about Vanity Fair?
The magazine?
No, the book.
Oh, I didn't know there was a book. I just know the magazine.
So
I read it.
peed that Cavill lost the Superman role. I think, here's the thing, though. Like, it's Henry Cavill. It's not like he is a super good-looking dude that is shaped like an Olympian god and loves nerdy stuff. I think he's going to be fine, no matter what he goes and does.
Right.
What's going on, Norwolf? What's up, man?
And Bar was thinking Jefferson and Harley Quinn stickers.
Wait.
You're a kind man.
Jeff who?
Oh,
okay.
I was just showing it. He could be James Bond now. Oh, yeah.
He could, or he could be Conan. We need a Conan movie. Dude, he's built like Conan. He's already played The Witcher. Who wouldn't want to see Henry Cavill without a shirt on going around and swinging a sword?
It's 12:58.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here next week. I'm kidnapped to go to my ex's for Christmas. It will be my first Christmas outing since COVID-19. I asked why the invite. It's for entertainment value for the family. Well, dude, I hope you're well, and I hope you stay safe, my dude. Jeff Sutter. Jeff Sutter's good people.
That's what I was thinking. It was Jeff. My image is the author of Vanity Fair, William Makepeace Thackeray.
Thackeray.
Oh, wow.
Phrasing. Yes. He already kind of played James Bond in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Yeah, I forgot about that movie. It wasn't that good. Release the mustache cut. Oh, I'd like to see that.
So, how many more questions?
Josh Greathouse. Cavill is Conan. Noob. Who do you want to see as Conan? Josh Greathouse.
Yeah, not as Conan.
What? It's a geek thing. Okay, and he can act.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Not
that Conan is the greatest, most complex character to have. He punches horses and camels. That's my Conan. I want to add thank you for a great chat and Merry Christmas to you both. To you all, sorry. I love to see Cavill do some Sanderson adaptation.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit that like, Minties. Thank you so much. Cast Cavill for Liam Hemsworth biopic in the future. Hey, Omar, do you...
Epic Collections include variant covers?
Yes, they do.
I've never read any of Josh's comics. You should, but I've heard he has a great house.
He has a cat in that house. I like Momoa as Conan, honestly. I kind of fell asleep through that movie. It was not that good of a movie, which is weird because he came out of Game of Thrones playing the same type of character. He looks too clean for Conan. Sherlock, yes.
Oh.
He looks too clean for Conan.
Read TMNT Urban Legends? What do you think?
I never finished it, but from what I liked, it was fun. That you're talking about the Image series, right? Is that what you're talking about? I'm waiting for Disney to release. Can you click on that one?
Mm-hmm.
To release the European version of No Mutant is an Island for X-Men the Animated Series. The only episode with 2 completely different fully animated episodes.
Oh.
New Spooky Channel knows a lot more about X-Men the Animated Series than I thought there was to know. Thanks for the live stream, guys. It was great. Yes, everyone hit that like button on the way out. Check out cheapgraphicnovels.com here in America. Tell them the American Condition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order after your first order. We are on Patreon. Spread Shop, if you want to see our logos on stickers. We have a new shirt design that's coming out early next year. And we'll see you here today, later on, if you want to watch the Scrooge Diamond Jubilee edition. And tomorrow, I went through this already. Everyone stay healthy and safe. Thank you for making it here. We will be here. What was on your mind at the very end of the chat last week? Oh, I was joking. I always like to ending. Wait, don't stop yet. And